All right, yesterday we got in the NewAir model NIM030SS00 or 00, if you will. Ice maker, Nugget ice maker. The good ice you crave. We all crave that good Nugget ice. I am super excited about this unit. We've been partners with NewAir for years now. We've given away a ton of their humidors. We still have a few of their humidors, have their patio heater, their space heater. We got their beverage cooler. All of that will be going in the new lounge that we are building. NewAir reached out to me. Hey, is there anything you need for the new lounge? Because we have everything. We don't need anything else. And I go, I need an ice maker. That's one thing that I've been wanting. We have their portable air conditioner. We've done videos on all that. That will be going out into the new workshop that I'm building. Yeah. And they have so many different ice makers. They have ice makers from like $199 to $1,199, whatever you want. I chose this one. It's not, I didn't want something big and bulky, which they have big. They have a smaller one. This one's like the $239, $249 price range. There is a link in the video description if you want to check out this one and then all the other NewAir ones, Cigar Prop 10. They get you 10% off the ice makers, and I think it just gets you 10% off everything off the website. So we have questions. I posted a little video, short 2-minute video last night on all the social medias. I'm trying to generate some questions. So the big questions, can it really make 30 pounds of ice in a day? I'm reading from my sheet up here. Is it dry ice or wet ice? Not dry ice as in dry ice. Me being a former bartender, I know what that means. Is it good dry ice, or when you pick it up? Like, can you pick up a scoop of ice and then not have your hands be soaking wet, or your hands wet afterwards? If I pour a warm Coke in a glass of this ice, does the ice melt quickly? We've all been there. Where ice melts instantly. Can the unit keep the ice cold, or does the ice need to be transferred to a freezer? And how loud is the unit? So we're going to answer all those. And then, can it really make 30 pounds of ice in a day? So Jessica's not happy with me because we're going to do that test. First of all, it says on here you can start making ice in 10 minutes. We're going to check that out, and then we're going to see how much ice this does make in a 24-hour period. So if that means getting up at 1 a.m. to open this up and turn the camera on, because every time we open it up, we're going to turn the camera on. If it's 1 a.m., 4 a.m., we're going to set my alarm, and she is not too thrilled about that. But we want to find out if it can really make that much ice in 24 hours. And the reason I wanted an ice maker for the lounge is I've been to so many cigar lounges, and oh, there's a box within a box. I wonder if that's and you know, I can't flip this upside down, and so I'm gonna have to have Jessica. I still have knee issues, so I'm gonna have to have Jessica help me get this on the ground. And I'll tell you why I can't flip it upside down in a second. I've been to so many cigar lounges, and there's never enough ice, or there's bad ice, or there's a tiny ice maker with a tiny scoop, and then it's just been a pain in the butt. And it's not like our lounge is going to be open to the public. It's a private lounge for us, and then we will have friends over, but we want people to make cocktails and have plenty of ice to go around. So that's the reason I chose this unit. I could have gone with a bigger unit, but I feel like this one will suffice. Anything refrigerated, whether you have a refrigerator, if you go to a Home Depot and you buy a full-size fridge and you transport it on its side, you got to wait 24 hours before you can plug it in and turn it on. Anything just like this, anything with a compressor that's designed to chill something, if you turn it upside down or turn it on its side, they say for anything more than like 30 seconds. Being an automotive mechanic, I kind of know that's true. Oil just goes everywhere, and oil is what lubricates the compressor. So if you get something like this in the mail, even though maybe it's sitting on your doorstep like this, if you're just let it sit for 24 hours. Let all of that oil drain back down to the bottom before you plug it in. And just like anything with a refrigerated device, if you unplug it, don't plug it back in right away. I don't know what happens, you know, but it's sometimes the capacitors don't reset, I think. I don't know. I'm not an electrician, and that's more an electrical thing than it is a mechanical hydraulic thing. Even if you unplug your fridge, your big fridge in your kitchen, wait a couple minutes before you plug it back in. So with that being said, let me go get Jessica, help get me get this on the floor, and then we can get this the unit up on the table and check it out for the first time. All right, so we got it. The box is unboxed, and I'm thankfully it's a little smaller. That box was huge, and I was getting kind of nervous that I maybe should have chosen the smaller one. But thankfully, like I said, and like NewAir, just legends when it comes to packaging. They always make sure everything is safely packaged. I am digging this. All right, extra long cord. Let me put the directions off to the side. So, all right, we've got some hose. I'm assuming this is for the water line. You can feed this, like I said, with a water line going to your sink, kind of like your refrigerator does with its freezer. Or you can pour water in this somehow. I'm assuming as we delve into this, we will find that out. So we have the tray here. We've got like a little scoop here, which is nice. Let's see, min max. Do we put the water down there? Is that what happens? I'm not. We'll find out. I think you put the water down below that, from what it looks like. And it's got a cleaning function. I don't know what the cleaning function does. Whoops. I guess I'll be cleaning that before I use it. Let me slide that over here. Let's look around here. Really, really nice unit. Here are the water lines. Yeah, like I said, we'll figure that out more than that. It's a, boy, that is a heavy unit. Now, I'm not going to plug it in yet. I do want to read the directions just to make sure this can be safely plugged in without water being hooked up to it. You don't want to ever just plug an appliance in without reading the directions and figuring out if it's safe to do so. Quick start guide, how to operate your ice maker. Before using your ice maker for the first time, it is recommended to clean the interior with a diluted water and vinegar solution and run the self-cleaning function at least once. Do not switch on the power button frequently, 5 minutes between intervals, to avoid damaging the compressor. Keep the ice maker 8 centimeters from the wall and other objects to ensure the compressor has room to vent any hot air. It is recommending to use distilled or bottled water when operating the ice maker, and to change the water in the reservoir every 24 hours to ensure the quality of the water. How to install the water line. Insert the water line in the pipe outlet. Connect the other end. I'm not going to do that, so it sounds pretty cut and dry. Please wait 2 hours after positioning the ice maker before using it for the first time. Keep the lid open during this period to let the interior air out. And like I said, it's, you know, when you unpack it, anything with a compressor, if you weren't sure how to do that, or how it was shipped, you know, that way it lets all the oil drain back down. So I'm gonna get this thing cleaned out. We'll let it air out. I'm going to read the directions, and then I'll come back here shortly, and we'll figure this figure the rest of out where the water goes. So, all right, cats and kittens, see you in a few minutes. All right, we're just getting ready to do the first self-cleaning. We got everything wiped down on the inside. I got it filled with warm, soapy water, and I'm gonna go ahead and plug plug this in. Oh, let me to turn off my other light. All right, so, whoop. All right, so it immediately wanted to start going into ice maker mode as soon as I plugged it in. So, all right, so I just pressed and held the clean mode. And let me just take a look at the directions because we got those little stars that are up there. Let's see. Using your ice maker, cleaning. Press and hold the clean for 3 seconds. The little star indicator lights up and the appliance enters into the cleaning mode. After cleaning for 8 minutes, the appliance stops working and the three little stars indicator flashes. And then remove the drain tubing. So on the back of the unit here, there are 2 drain tubes. These are just, I don't want to take them off just in case this is kind of pressurized, but these just pop down. So this is just, so you could pull them off there. But you just pull these off, you'll drain this into a bucket, and that's it. Here is the water line that it's just a quick connect, plugs right in the back of this. This plugs right into your main water line. So it's pretty much that easy. They recommend you run this, like I said, let it run for 8 minutes. It's doing its thing. Got a little hum to it. I don't know if it's like an ultrasonic, if it's moving it throughout the unit. Okay, so yeah, so it is pulling it up and cleaning everything out. So we will drain this, we will refill it, go through another 8-minute cleaning cycle, and then we'll see if there's any suds left in it, and then we may do that again a 3rd time. So just to make sure all the soap is out of it, because nobody wants soapy ice. And then from there, we will just fill it up with water. And I was correct, by the way. All you do is pull this out. On the back wall of the ice maker is just a line that says max. You just fill it with water. Just fill it with water, and that's it. It'll suck it up into the unit, and then it just drops ice right out of this little chute here, and then contained in the basket. So that is it. I like you can see through there. So far, I like how quiet it is. So, all right, we'll see you back here in a little bit. All right, so we have the machine all cleaned out. I ended up going through the self-clean cycle 4 times. I just wanted to make sure all the soapy water was out, gave it a good wipe down afterwards. So you can pull this off the back for the tubes. You're gonna wanna have a bucket of water over that or underneath that when you do that, because even if they're up here and you go to pull that tube off, that water is going to start rushing out. So I figured I could pull them off and then put them out. No, you're going to want to just, move this up, hang it off to the side, and then do that. So we're going to go ahead and fill this up. Now I am just going to use tap water. We have really, really good water here in our town. We do get a yearly report from the city. We rank in like the top 1% in the state of Florida for water quality. And because I'm really picky about my water, I do have my water independently tested once a year as well. So we always have really, really good water. So I'm just going to use tap water. You can use bottled water. You can use a 5-gallon bucket, the 5-gallon, like Culligan style ones, because you do have a hose here. So, and then I'm trying to rack my brain going, like, how can I get water through here? Then I remembered out in the garage at my shop, we have, and this one went bad, so I had to get another one. So this actually fits on top of a 5-gallon water container. It snaps on there, you plug it in, and then you turn it off. How is that even working? It's not even plugged in. Oh, it must be a battery charged. Yeah, it was making all types of weird noise. So yeah, you can actually fill up this using this. attach a different hose. I don't know. I was happened to be on Amazon and I actually found, which I'll probably use in the lounge because this will be sitting on a cabinet, is they have like a little 110 outlet, like a box. One end goes into a 5-gallon bucket, the other end pressurizes it. So I could actually mount that underneath the counter and just have the hose come up through the counter and have this go right in here. It pressurizes it. This will know when the water level is full and shut it off. And then I could never have to refill this with water. And I just have a 5-gallon bucket sitting underneath the counter. So that is super cool. I'll leave a link down in the video description if you want to check that out. So there are a couple of ways you could use this and not have to keep filling it up with water. So let's go ahead and fill this up. Oh, I'm gonna need just a little more water. So that was almost exactly 1 gallon, because this is a half a gallon. So yes, that was almost 1 gallon. So let's go ahead and close that lid. That starts flashing. Let me double check that flashing is good. Like I said, I'm learning with you. Let's see. Okay, then long press, because it noticed I filled it up. It was out of water, and then I added it. So we're going to long press the power button, and then press key to. Oh, I thought it said press long press. I was supposed to just press it. So no wonder it wasn't working. And then that's it. Let me jot down the time. 10:57. 10:57, turned on. So we'll find out how long before this actually starts making its first couple of cubes. And then we'll see if this can make 30 pounds in 24 hours. After Jessica and I was talking, we're looking at the size of the basket. I'm reading the directions. I'm like, it said it can make a basket of ice in under 30 minutes. And we're thinking, huh. She's like, you're really going to get up at like 1:30, 2:30? And I'm like, no, I'm not. But I have a good 10 hours before I've got to go to bed. So that should give us throughout the day, you know, how long it takes to make a basket of ice. And then we can do the math to figure out how much it makes in a 24-hour period. But I am going to run it as long as I can. Keep refilling, keep emptying out the ice, you know, to see continuous, like this thing just working, making ice constantly. After 4 hours, does it slow down? Or is it just after 10 hours, it's making ice as fast as it was at hour number 1? So we'll figure all that out. Right now, I can hear the water going. So what it's doing right now, and I don't know, it's going to be hard to say. I don't know if I turn this light off. There we go. Water is actually coming down and then pouring into the bucket. So okay, so it is chilling that water. So that water is getting much cooler. So I imagine it's going to keep doing that until it freezes and it starts dropping ice down in there. So yeah, I'm digging it so far. Like I said, once more, there in the video description is a link to this machine. There are links to other machines as well. They actually have one which I thought was really cool. You could if you hooked it up to the water line. It was actually a cold water dispenser and an ice maker. I thought that was pretty awesome. As well. So definitely check this unit out, check all the other units out. And just remember, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Just like with everything we do unboxings, we're never one and done. We always come back usually at the 90-day mark and give our update. There are times that I've had a lot of questions and I've had to come back a month later. So any questions you have, leave them in the comments. I'll try and answer them the best I can. If we get a lot of them, and then maybe some technical ones, we'll do another video. So 10 minutes. This thing's supposed to start making ice. So we're going to see you back here shortly to see if that's true. All right, it's 11:10. So 10:57 to 11:10. I just heard a noise of some kind falling. Let's see if we have an ice cube. We have, yeah, we could. I mean, we could say that that's an ice cube. It's oh, there goes another one. So we have like a little bit of ice. So so 10:57 to 11:10. I'm going to put made ice. And then, all right, so next up we'll be seeing how long is it going to take to fill that one up. So, all right, we'll see you back here shortly. All right, moments ago, the light came on saying the basket was full. I opened it up and it was like pushed up to the top. There is like a sensor that comes across the top here that will shut off the ice making process. I lifted up the basket. There was a little bit of water left in there, so I kind of smoothed the ice down, and it did start making ice again. But we're gonna call it right here for the first batch, and that's whenever the basket full light comes on, that's when we're gonna call it. So 2:45, so we started at 11 o'clock when I turned the ice maker on. So 10:57, we'll say 11 o'clock to 2:45, 2 hours, 45 minutes to make a basket of ice. So let's go ahead and weigh this and see how much. I forgot to write down here, the basket itself does weigh 9 ounces. So let's turn the scale on. All right. So we've got 3 pounds, 14.4 ounces. Just making all my notes here. So it made 3 pounds, 5 ounces of ice in 2 hours, 45 minutes. Now will the second batch, now that the machine is going, it's been cycling, is it going to make another batch in a shorter amount of time? One person had questioned me, are you using a warm water or cold water? I'm like, oh, cold water, I didn't think about that. I don't want to skew our 24 hours results, but I will do a test using like refrigerated water, just pull it out of the refrigerator and try that. How loud is the unit? I could have this beside my bed and it probably wouldn't bother me. There's a slow hum, but or a low hum, that's about it. Let's see, is it dry ice or wet ice? And we haven't answered. It can make 30 pounds in a day. It's not super dry ice, but it's not wet looking ice. Oh, I guess I probably should show you. So it does make like, there is, I don't know if this camera can see it, maybe like this camera. So the tiny little barrels, Jessica says they look like guinea pig food. So that's what it is. The next test, we got a can of, while we've got a full, so we'll fill that about halfway. Got a can of Diet Coke here, room temperature. I really don't know what to do with this test. Someone just asked, like I said, how, you know, what's the, like the melt ratio? Let's see. I mean, with a with a warm Diet Coke, honestly, I would probably add more ice. Well, let's put the rest of the can in here. So it's quite a, honestly, it's good. It's probably more ice than I would normally use if I was to make this with the larger ice, but I love the little tiny ice. I love, who doesn't love crunching that ice? So yes, that's where we're at so far. I do the unboxings like this. So as I'm doing it, maybe there's something you're thinking of. It's like, oh, I'm glad he did that. There's probably something that I'm leaving out that I'm trying to remember. If there's anything I should be doing, or any initial thoughts. There's still quite a bit of ice in here. Yeah, I'm trying to think how this, if I would be happy with the amount of ice that it's making so far. So, yeah, I'm interested to see, to continue this. So I'm gonna dump this ice into my freezer in my house, and then I'm going to refill this up, and then we're gonna start this timer again and see what the second basket is. I'm assuming now that, because the machine is, I mean, this is nice and cold, it's going to make ice maybe a little bit faster. And I'm thinking, because every now and then the water does run, and I put my finger under there and the water is super ice cold. I'm thinking the colder the water, the faster it will make ice. But like I said, we're not going to ruin the 24-hour test by interjecting that something else. So, all right, there's where we're at so far. All right, it's only been 2 to 3 minutes since I seen you last. I filled the unit up, and within 60 seconds, it has already made a handful of ice. So the machine being running for a couple of hours, I think it's definitely going to be doing its thing a lot faster than the first time around. So I'll be interested on this one. See if we can beat the time to fill this up from the last time. All right, it's exactly 5:30. We filled the machine up at 3:10. The basket full light hasn't come on yet, but I was just informed that we have plans tonight, and we gotta go over to some friend's house for a couple hours for like games and dessert and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and check this basket now, weigh it up, and see where we're at. So we're 3:10 to 5:30. The basket is almost full. There is some water left down in there, so let's go ahead and turn this on. So we're at 3 pounds, 4 ounces. Let me get something to... So 3 pounds, 4 ounces. So we're right at, okay, so we do have to take away the 9 ounces because of what the basket weighs. So we're at 2 hours, and so we're not too far off. So the first batch, we had 2 hours, 45 minutes for 3 pounds, 5 ounces total minus the basket. So right now, 2 hours, 10 minutes. For 3 pounds, 4 ounces. We still got to deduct the 9 ounces. So it's definitely making ice quicker the second time around. So let me go ahead and dump this and fill this back up. All right, so let's start this again. 5:35. I will definitely be home before that fills off. So yeah, 3, 10, 4, 10, 5, 10, 20, 30. So 2 hours, 20 minutes for what did we say? 3 pounds, 4 ounces minus 9 ounces. What is that? 2 pounds, 7 ounces or so. Someone can figure out that math to, first time we had 3 pounds, 5 ounces for 2 hours, 45 minutes. This time we had 2 pounds, 7 ounces for 2 hours, 20 minutes. Are we making ice faster? I'll try and figure that out later. So it's already dropping ice, solid chunks. So let's go. Let's keep going here and see if we can get the. I am gonna have to wake up in the middle of the night now. I know it to check this to check accurately. I was hoping I wouldn't have to do that. So all right, see you back shortly. All right, I'm late. It's 9:15. We filled this up at 5:35. I should have been home already. I was just couldn't enjoy myself at my friend's house. I still enjoy myself. Me and my buddy Mike beat Jessica and her friend Shani, his wife Shani, in a game. So we're still good, but I just kept thinking of a ice maker the whole time. I did come home. The basket full light was on. Literally just came in a few minutes ago, but the ice was piled up, so we still had ice to go. So let's go ahead and measure out how much ice we got. Get that turned on. So we got 3 pounds, 6 ounces. And then let me add up to see what we got so far. All right, 8 pounds, 13 ounces. I did correct my mistake from earlier. I realized I did make a mistake. So we got 3 pounds, 5 ounces to begin with, 2 pounds, 11 ounces, 2 pounds, 13 ounces. That might have screwed me. I might have screwed myself out of the time on that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and refill this one. I will set my alarm. We'll say midnight. I'll go 3 hours, and then we'll say then we'll go midnight, 3, 6. It's going to be brutal. So we're shooting for that. We're shooting for that 30 pounds in 24 hours. So we'll see you in a few hours. All right, we are finally done. I was no mood to put my microphone on in the middle of the night to weigh everything and just tell you how much we got. That was I was not expecting to get up so many times during the night. So before I tell you what I got in here, let's recap here. 10:57 a.m. yesterday, I turned the machine on. 11:10 made its first cube of ice. 2:45 basket full light came on, leveled the ice so it would make a little bit more. 3 p.m. removed and weighed 3 pounds 5 ounces of ice. All these numbers are with the 9-ounce adjustment for the basket. 3:10 filled with water. 5:30 removed 2 pounds 11 ounces of ice. 5:35 filled it with water again. 9:15 last night. Weighed and removed 2 pounds 13 ounces of ice. We left the house. We couldn't watch the machine. It backed up because once it backs up into the slide, it's got an infrared sensor. It stops making. It could have made more. 12:30 a.m. 2 pounds 15 ounces of ice. Same thing. It backed up a little bit. I don't know how long it had been off. I feel like it would have made more. 3:30 a.m. only got 2 pounds, 2 ounces of ice. I don't know why that batch was a short batch. Had water in it still, so just an anomaly. 6:45 a.m., 2 pounds, 10 ounces of ice. And at 10:20 a.m., which was almost 24 hours later, 3 pounds, 9 ounces of ice. Almost exactly 20 pounds of ice in 24 hours. Roughly a pound of ice per hour if you would have kept leveling it off. A little bit short of the 30 pounds in a day, but whatever. I'm gonna cut them some slack. Have all my questions been answered? Yes, makes sound, let's see, not loud. Will cold water make ice faster? That's what we have in here right now. I was chatting with a buddy of mine probably about an hour ago, told him what was going on with the ice maker, what I was doing, and he goes, how much are they paying you to do this video? And I'm gonna tell you, they don't pay me anything. NewAir has never paid me a dime. There is a link in the video description if you want to check this one out. That is not an affiliate link. If you buy one, I don't make a dime from any of my NewAir products. NewAir is just a fantastic company. We love working with them, love collaborating with them. And I make unboxing videos for people like me. When we go straight from unboxing and I see every step, I try and think of everything. Yeah, we don't make 10-minute unboxing videos. We make 30, 35-minute unboxing videos, hoping that at the end of those videos, you have a really informed, or you can make a really informed decision whether this unit or whatever it is we're unboxing is the right thing for you. Hopefully I didn't leave anything out. So with that being said, when I, at 10:25 a.m., I filled this up with ice cold water from my fridge. It is exactly 2:29. So 10:30, 11:30, so 4 hours later, and I have been babysitting this thing the entire time. I have been pulling the ice, leveling it, making sure that chute wasn't full. I haven't left this in the entire time just so it could make the maximum amount of ice you could possibly make in a single session. So let's weigh this out. I mean, it is done. I mean, there, like I said, you cannot fit any more ice in here. So let me turn the scale on, get these last few chunks out of there. And there's actually still a little bit of water left in there. So that is 4 pounds, 15.4 ounces. So almost 5 pounds of ice inside here. Then you got to deduct 4 pounds, 15 ounces. Let me write that down before I forget. 4 pounds, 15 ounces. And it was, I forgot the time. All right. So yes, so that is the single most amount of ice that I have made yet. All right, just had to do some math here real quick. 4 pounds, 6 ounces without the basket in 4 hours. That still puts it at a pound an hour. You know, with me. So if you were to babysit this and got a pound an hour, like I said, there was still a little water in there, but you're at, you know, in 24 hours, you're going to make 24 pounds of ice, which is respectable. Like I said, I got 20 pounds, but yeah, there was several times where it backed up. I didn't know how much it was going to make, so there was definitely room for improvement on the numbers I got. But like I said, if you take that pound an hour, 24 hours in a day, 24 pounds of ice, maybe it'll make more. I don't know. Like I said, we did have that one random one where it made about a pound less. So I like it. So I hear my Alexa going off over there. That's it. I'm not going to tell you to buy it. Not going to tell you not to buy it. I can only tell you that I'm happy with it. It's quiet. It's compact. It's portable. It makes that great nugget crunchy ice that my kids have been loving because I have been filling up our ice maker tray in the freezer. They absolutely love this. Like I said earlier, hopefully I have been able to help you make an informed decision on whether this unit is good for you or not. So that's all I can say. Link in the video description. There is a coupon code CigarProp10 that'll get you just about 10% off just about everything on the NewAir website. If sometimes they do run other coupon codes that are better than my coupon codes, when I find those, I always come back to this video, all my NewAir videos, and I'll put those coupon codes in so you can use those and save even more money. Right now, it looks like mine is at 10% off is the only coupon code that, that I found on here. So that's all we got. I don't think I have anything else. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, leave me a comment in the video description. I'll try and answer it as quick as I can. If we get a lot of the same comments or same whatever, I'll try and do another video. But as always, like I said, after about 90 days, we always do a follow-up video on just about everything we unbox. So keep your eye out for that one. And until then, we'll see you next time.